Hello. Some of you who know me, you know that my name is Mona and I'm an English language teacher. For those of you who don't know me, my name is still Mona and I'm still an English language teacher. I teach adults. Okay. I want to talk to you a little bit about expressions and proverbs and the difference a bit. You know that a proverb is a masal, and they are passed down from generation to generation, and they provide wisdom and common sense for people. They're very old. Maybe the youngest one is like 100 years old or something like that. When you're using a proverb, you kind of just use it as it is. You don't change anything in it, okay? And you look at the proverb or you hear the proverb and use it according to the conversation that you hear. If you find that it's suitable for that conversation, you just stick it in the conversation and that's your input, okay? And everyone will understand you as long as you understand what the proverb means. That's for using a proverb. When you're using an expression, it's a bit different. An expression needs a bit more control of the language. It's not just memorizing. Proverb, maybe you can just memorize it and use it. An expression, you kind of have to understand more what you're saying because they can be used in different ways and in different situations. Let's go for an example. Say, for example, your friend broke up. She broke up with her fiancé. And you're coming there and you want to provide some wisdom. You know, she's crying and she's upset and all that. And you're going to provide some wisdom. So you're going to tell her there are plenty of fish in the sea. Plenty of fish in the sea, or there are other fish in the sea, means that there are other people, okay, that she will meet in the future. So that right there, that's a proverb, okay, according to the situation that she broke up. So I used it. And hopefully she will understand. She will understand, okay, if it's a native speaker. Say then, a couple days later, you meet your friend again, and you find out that they didn't break up, okay, that they are back together, she and her fiancé, okay, it's salhu. In this case, maybe I'm going to say, did you make up? Okay, into tsalehtu, okay, I didn't know that you made up. Okay, for example, if I use the past tense of make up, okay, that's an expression, that's a phrasal verb, make up. Now, in this sentence, make up means nom salhu, but we also know that make up means makeup, maquillage. Okay, when you put makeup on, it can also mean a makeup test. For example, say, for example, you didn't attend a certain test. And your professor is going to give you another one. Okay, that's a makeup one. Also, maybe your professor didn't attend class. He didn't give the course that day, or the class that day, and the administration tells him you have to make up that class. Means he has to give it at another time. Here you have makeup, and it has 3 different meanings, and it's an expression makeup. That's why I say you have to have a bit more control over the language to know when I'm going to use that for which situation. If I go back to the proverbs, we know that some mistakes that students make with proverbs is that they change the wording. You are not supposed to change the wording. You can't do that. If we take the example again, there are other fish in the sea. I can't come one day and say, nifsi fi gamberi. Okay, there are shrimp in the sea. There are other shrimp in the sea. I can't do that. Okay, even if I don't remember the word fish, I can't just substitute it with another thing and say the shrimp. So keep it the way it is. Another fatal mistake that is often made is translation. Too much translation from Arabic to English. English to Arabic is very confusing. Eventually, it will be wrong. If you do it once right, 10 times or 10 other times, it will be wrong. For example, say we have in Arabic the expression ala rasurisha. I'd be interested to know, how are you going to translate it? What are you going to say? What's wrong with him? he has a feather on his head. Why does he have a feather on his head? Okay, no one's going to understand that, obviously. So I'm going to have to find an expression that means sort of the same thing. In this case, for me personally, I might say, who does he think he is? Who does she think she is? Who do they think they are? All that sort of meaning that they have a feather on their head. Actually, we know who does he think he is means هو فاكر نفسه مين. It's not exactly the same, but it's still closer than saying he has a feather on his head. I would probably have to take it to another level, okay, where I don't use a proverb, I don't use an expression, I have to use my vocabulary and just say, he's not an exception, or he's not a special case, something of the sort like that. Quickly, a quick briefing again with a proverb. Just use it as it is. That is your input in the conversation. Do not change the wording of it. In an expression, you need a bit more control. You have to learn them and realize or be aware of which expression suits the situation or suits the conversation. Be aware that some of them, not all of them, but some of them really have several meanings. So you have to know which one to use. There are many, like the Proverbs. Just take one at a time. Don't be in a rush. Learn one at a time, and you'll be okay. And thank you for your time, and I hope I've helped you even a little bit. Thank you. Bye.